Hello everybody, this is Iced Blood. Welcome back to Resident Evil 4. Last time we lost Ashley. And this time we have a message from Hannigan?
Hunnigan, what happened?
Please?
The transmission got cut off.
Maybe? No! No,
Salazar,
that's not
how'd you...
Hannigan.
We've jacked the line. We didn't want you telling everyone any unnecessary information.
Yeah, well,
Where's
this
Ashley?
whole thing's being recorded online,
So
so...
she fell into one of our wonderful traps. We'll make sure we find her. Don't you worry about her. Oh yes, I let our miserable insects out for some exercise down in the sewer.
Ooh.
Thanks. That should keep me company, 'cause boredom kills me.
I look forward to our next encounter. In another life.
Ooh. Salazar has got the whole spooky dialogue thing going. That is a bit of a precursor to what we'll be dealing with today. Bugs. 'Cause why not? But first, sparkly in the statue's eye, we must shoot it. Because game logic. Ooh, spinal! Yay. Alright. Now then, we have a sewer to conquer. Shall we? There's a new gimmick in this section, and I say that with the least possible amount of enthusiasm I can. I hate this part. Ugh. There is one good thing going for it, and that is the fact that Ashley is not with us. Now, I've been saying that I don't want to be that guy who is just like everybody else who's ever played this game and says that, oh, Ashley's so annoying, she's so useless. The fact remains she does make things harder. And you really start to appreciate the times when you're flying solo once you reach the escort mission. So right now, all I can imagine is how much more fun this would be if Ashley were here. Because I'm guessing she's scared of bugs. Now we don't see any bugs just yet, but that doesn't stop them. Now see, you can tell when you see the little dot from the laser sight, that means that even if you can't see what you're aiming at, it does suggest that there is a bug right there, and that's the major tell you can use to determine whether or not one of the bugs is right up next to you, or you can just find out his position, which is nice, but, well, you know, not optimal, I guess. I'd much prefer it if I could see these things at all times, but, well, can't always get what you want. God, I hate these things. Oh, you didn't think there was just one, did you? No, of course not. He said miserable insects, remember? There's more than one. Well, that was nice. How come they can do these Prince of Persia wall jump acid? Really? Okay, so you can do wall jumps, you can climb on the walls, and you can spit acid at me. That's lovely. That's just lovely. I can kick you, though. How about that? You like that? Yeah, I bet you like that. Sicko. Let's take this chance to... There we go. Okay, so the blacktail isn't completely useless. Just not the best choice for this area. I like the shotgun for its wider spread. It's very useful when you're not entirely certain where they are. Also, it has some decent power. TMP you can kind of use in the same way. You can kind of spray around. Hopefully you'll, nab one in the shoulder or something, if those things even have shoulders. I wonder if those are plagas. You think? I don't know if they're, like, infected or anything. There's no indication, really. And usually you can only get a short glimpse of them before they disappear again, so it's hard to tell whether they have a plaga on them. Like that one blind dude with the claws, he had his plugga on his back. I don't know. Either way, we're as well prepared as we're gonna be, so shall we continue? Nothing on that side. Let's go through the door. Oh look, another one. If you manage to do enough damage, you can actually interrupt its acid spit. I think I did that right there. Not when I kicked it, but right before that. The kick thing is a bit random. Just basically the game is telling you, pay attention to the button prompts. They can be useful. Because of course not only does the kick do some damage, it also forces them visible for a little while, as well as knocking them down. It's more the being visible part that's useful than the knocking down, to be honest. These things are really quick, I think you've noticed, so knocking them onto their ass doesn't really do much. But being able to see them is certainly helpful. Are we dealing with two right now? It might be. I dislike this. Haha! See, I couldn't kick him there. There we go. Alright. I'm getting these eyes here. Might wonder, what are those eyes for? Well, I'm glad you asked. They are for a treasure. Specifically a treasure we're going to find in this area. And the thing about these eyes is that they're relatively common, but like all the other combinable treasures we've found so far, there are 3 types of eyes. We have, I believe, I know we got the green one, I'm pretty sure we have a red one too. We also need a blue one. Now the blue eyes are the rarest, and unfortunately they only drop from the bugs. So if you happen to have bad luck and you don't get yourself a hold of a blue eye, well, too bad. You don't get to complete that treasure then. I don't think we have to worry about that though. I've pretty much always gotten one. Speaking of treasures, that is what we're looking for, the butterfly lamp. You can put the 3 types of eyes into the butterfly lamp and it makes for a very useful little thing. So we'll just keep an eye out for eyes. This is not the only time we will be fending off these bugs. And obviously that's a fortunate thing, just in case you didn't get all the eyes, right? Yeah, fortunate. I don't know if it's the fact that they turn invisible, the fact that they're ugly, or that sound they make that really bothers me about these things, but I got a thing about bugs in general. And as you can tell, they take quite a bit before they finally go down. We're definitely running low on shotgun shells, and TMP is not exactly well equipped at this point either. And like I was mentioning before, Blacktail, it can work. It is not very good. So, what should we do? Whoa. That was cool. Like a very cinematic. Reminds me of that scene in 300 where one of the Spartans takes down that rhinoceros and it just keeps running at him, and then it stumbles and then it dies like an inch from the Spartan's feet, and he just doesn't move. He just stands there like a boss. Leon was doing that right there. That was awesome. Apologies if you haven't seen 300, but came out years ago. What's your excuse? Go watch that movie. It's an amazing movie. Alright. save yet another one because that's what we want. Let's try a grenade. There he is. Sweet. I don't actually know how much damage that did. Not nearly as much as I wanted it to, though. As shown by the fact that it's still alive. Ugh. That was lovely. Jesus. Leave me alone. Okay. That'll do, pig. Ah, there we go. I knew I got a red eye in this video, I just wasn't sure when. Time travel. Really? We really need another... Look at my supplies. I really can't afford this right now. I have no extra TMP ammo, barely any rifle rounds. I mean, sure, I've got 50 handgun rounds, but I'd shoot through those pretty quickly. Let's try this one, too. That was good luck. Alright, we have one more shotgun shell. Let's make it count. Or not. Okay, it's dying. I'll take that then. Good. Another green eye. Alrighty. Let's hop on down. Now that we've cleared out this spot. This was the area that we uncovered when we lowered the water level back in the room where we got the butterfly lamp. And as you can tell, we have another bug right behind us. I really enjoy the fact that the eyes are the last thing to disappear. Can't you tell? Okay, I'll stop complaining. I'm sure it gets old. Suffice it to say, these are probably my least favorite enemies in the entire game, so... Okay, that right there is important information. Do not throw an incendiary grenade when there's water on the ground. Shockingly, it doesn't work. I wonder if, like, there's an algorithm in place when those things die. And it's like, whichever ammo type that you use to kill it is the type that it has a chance to drop? I don't know. Random speculation. But we're done with the bugs for now. Now we have swinging guillotine blades because, well, yeah, I mean, what castle is complete without those? Not really complaining, to be honest, but it does seem a little over the top. Come on, Salazar. Okay, what do we got up here? Ooh, barrels. Destroy barrels. And we have ourselves some TMP ammo, finally. That's better. Wish we had some shotgun shells, but I'll take what I can get. Alrighty, I guess it's time to go through the door. Oh, this looks fun. I wonder if they're having a bake sale. Okay, so at this point I very much regret using up my hand grenade on the bugs because that would be the perfect thing to toss on down right now. Instead, we will focus on the boss man in the red cloak because he drops something very, very valuable. I wonder if there's anything over here that I can grab. Velvet blue. Alright, fine, I'll take it. Ooh. Poor cultist, he got left behind. Alright, down on the ground floor we go. There's the altar. I wonder what they were doing right there. And we get the Illuminados pendant from the red-robed cult leader. I believe he was wearing a goat skull on his head because that's what cult leaders do. And that is not a judgmental statement. I'm sure I would wear a goat skull as well. And I might not even necessarily have to be in a cult. Might just be something I'd want to try on. Where's that last one? Here, cultist, cultist, cultist. I wonder if it's Pablo. There you are. What are you doing? He has the symbol in his robes. And you know, now that I'm looking at this little, like, head muncher thing, its little spindly legs, I wonder if that's what that symbol's supposed to symbolize. A plaga. Kinda makes sense. Ooh, is that what I think it is? Yes, it is. Red herb. We have a healing item again. Yay! Very little ammo, though. Well, relatively speaking. I suppose when you have a full box of any kind of ammunition, it's not really hurting for it. Anyway, the Castellan memo. For many years, the Salazar family has served as the Castellans of this castle. However, not everything is bright, for my ancestry has a dark past. Long ago, there once was a religious group that had deep roots in this region called the Los Iluminados. Unjustly, however, the first Castellan of the castle took away their rights and powers. As a follower of this religion, and as the 8th Castellan, I felt that it was my duty as well as my responsibility to atone for that sin. I knew the best way to atone for the sin was to give power back to those we once took it away from, the Los Iluminados. As expected, it took a little time, but we were able to rejuvenate the once sealed Las Plagas, and with this success I was one step closer to the revival of the Los Iluminados. The reason why I released the Las Plagas from deep under this castle and gave them to Lord Sadler was not only to repay for the sins of my ancestors, but I felt certain that the Lord would make better use of this power to help save the world. To save those that have sinned with the power of the Las Plagas, and to cleanse their souls, creating a world without sinners, the way it was meant to be. Once cleansed, they would become one of the many ganados, where they will find their reason to live. And after the Lord has succeeded in creating the world in which he has envisioned, then the sins of my Salazar family will be atoned for. Alright, so there we have a bit backstory on the lunatic who runs this castle. Lovely. Bit melodramatic, isn't he? Oh well. But everybody's melodramatic in this game. Oh, I remember this part. There are rocket launchers in here. And we don't have much in the way of equipment. This will be an interesting one. So we're going to save it for the next episode. That's going to be it for me just now. I'm going to see you next time. So make sure to subscribe. Bye-bye.